Huh? Okay now. Dear students, today we continue with the chemical properties of alcohols and phenols. Yesterday, last video we discussed about some chemical properties. Okay, today we'll discuss some more chemical properties. Okay, continuation of last video, esterification. We saw esterification, what is esterification and mechanism for the esterification in last video. Today we will discuss about some more esterification reactions. Okay, here you take the phenol or alcohol. Phenol or alcohol reacts with acetic anhydride. Reacts with acetic anhydride. This is the acetic anhydride. CH3, C double bond O, C double bond O, CH3. We called as acetic anhydride. In presence of any mineral acid, it loses the acetic acid molecule and form the esters. This is the acetic acid molecule. Here it will break. Okay, here H, here H. This part reacts with H and form the acetic acid. Okay, here what we have, O is there, and here C double bond O, CH3. Or okay, here R O C double bond O, CH3. Here alkyl acetates are found. Here phenyl acetate, the first molecule is phenyl acetate, second molecule this one, or O C double bond O, CH3. This we called as alkyl acetate. Okay, here the byproduct is acetic acid. This is also one of the esterification reaction. If you will take phenol reacts with acetyl chloride, CH3 C double bond O Cl, we called as acetyl chloride. This reaction can be done in the presence of pyridine. Pyridine is the one of the base. Pyridine is one of the base. Okay, here what happened? Here H and here Cl lose HCl molecule and form an ester. Phenyl group O C double bond O CH3. Phenyl acetate was formed. Here pyridine neutralize the hydrochloric acid. So reaction always shifts towards the right side, or toward the formation of the product. And here one of the application of esterification reaction, preparation of aspirin. What is the aspirin? What is aspirin? Aspirin methyl salicylate. Acetyl salicylate we called as aspirin. Acetyl salicylate we called as aspirin. Aspirin is good analgesic and antipyretic. Analgesic means which controls the low intensity pains, we called analgesic. Which control the low intensity pains, we called analgesics. Which control the fever, we called as antipyretic. Okay, here aspirin has analgesic property and antipyretic property. Aspirin has analgesic property and antipyretic property. Okay, what is the structure of aspirin? So one more question they may ask. Structure of aspirin. Okay, here O C double bond O CH3 and here COOH. This is the structure of aspirin. Okay, this is the O-acetyl derivative of salicylic acid. This is what? O-acetyl derivative of salicylic acid. That means it is prepared from salicylic acid. What is the meaning of salicylic acid? Okay, here phenyl group, here OH is a phenol. Okay. Second position, if phenol we have the second position COH group, that we called as salicylic acid. Okay, this is called salicylic acid. When salicylic acid reacts with acetic anhydride, acetic anhydride, this is acetic anhydride or acetyl chloride. If you use acetyl chloride, we use the pyridine. If you use acetic anhydride, we use the mineral acid. Okay, here I am using mineral acid. Here if you use acetyl chloride, we use the pyridine. If you use acid, then we can't use any base. Okay, here salicylic acid reacts with acetic anhydride. What happens? Here H and here CH3 C double bond O. That means CH3 C double bond OH. Acetic acid was formed. Along with that, okay, here O acetyl salicylate. O acetyl salicylate was formed. This O acetyl salicylate we called as aspirin. This is the one of the application of an esterification reaction. This is the esterification reaction. These are these two chemical properties. Yesterday we discussed about one chemical property and this esterification. These two chemical properties are carbon, oxygen, hydrogen bond breaking chemical properties. Then oxygen. Then we have to discuss about the carbon oxygen bond breaking chemical properties. Reactions involving in carbon oxygen bond breaking chemical properties or reactions. So many chemical properties are there here. Okay. In that, the first chemical property, chemical properties due to carbon oxygen bond breaking, carbon oxygen bond break. In that way, the first chemical property is reaction with hydrochloric acid. Zinc chloride, hydrochloric acid. Anhydrous zinc chloride and hydrochloric acid. Sometimes we may call zinc and hydrochloric acid we called as Lucas reagent. Zinc chloride, anhydrous zinc chloride, hydrochloric acid, or zinc hydrochloric acid we called as Lucas reagent. This reaction used for the distinguish of primary, secondary, tertiary alcohols. This test or Lucas reagent used for the distinguish of primary, secondary, tertiary alcohol. How we distinguish the primary, secondary, tertiary alcohols? By using this reagent. Okay, here what is the reaction? You take any alcohol, it may be primary, it may be tertiary, it may be secondary. Reacts with hydrochloric acid in the presence of anhydrous zinc chloride. It loses water molecule H2O and forms alkyl chlorides. And forms alkyl chlorides. This is the reaction. What is the reaction? Alcohol reacts with hydrochloric acid in the presence of anhydrous zinc chloride. Here RCl, alkyl chlorides were formed by the releasing of water molecule. Okay, here primary, secondary, tertiary alcohols involves in reaction with hydrochloric acid. Okay, here what happened after the reacting of hydrochloric acid with the primary, secondary, tertiary alcohols. Here you take the tertiary alcohol. For example, I am taking tertiary alcohol, reacts with Lucas reagent. It forms turbidity. Turbidity means just like it is a precipitate. It forms turbidity instantly, immediately. When tertiary alcohol reacts with hydrochloric acid or Lucas reagent, forms turbidity immediately. Okay, if you take secondary alcohol, okay, it also forms turbidity after the 5 minutes. Okay, here if you take primary alcohol reacts with hydrochloric acid, okay, it doesn't forms turbidity. What is the reaction? Second, tertiary alcohol gives turbidity immediately with the Lucas reagent. Okay, here secondary alcohol gives turbidity after 5 minutes with the Lucas reagent. Okay, here primary alcohols doesn't. What is the reason? All these reactions proceeds through carbocation. Tertiary alcohol gives tertiary carbocation. Primary alcohol gives primary carbocation. Secondary alcohol gives secondary carbocation. Tertiary carbocation more stable. So these are fastly forms alkyl chlorides. Tertiary alcohols only fastly forms alkyl chlorides compared to the secondary and primary. Here reactivity toward the hydrochloric acid of alcohols, tertiary alcohols are more reactive due to formation of the tertiary carbocation, then secondary, then primary. Okay, here see, tertiary, secondary, primary, we can distinguish easily by using this method, the reaction with hydrochloric acid. Then in continuation, we will see the reaction with phosphorus halides, that means PCl3, PCl5. One more halide is there, SOCl2. What is the meaning of SOCl2? What is SOCl2? Thionyl chloride. When alcohol, okay, I am writing only one reaction with the 3 reagents. When alcohol reacts with PCl3, PCl5, PCl3, PCl5 or SOCl2 forms only one product. Okay, forms only one product, that is alkyl chloride. Okay, in presence of PCl3, here we will get the H3PO4, H3PO3. In presence of PCl3, we will get the H3PO3 as a byproduct. In presence of PCl5, we will get the POCl3 as a byproduct. In presence of SOCl2, we will get the sulfur dioxide as a byproduct. Reaction is same. Okay, when alcohol reacts with PCl3, forms alkyl chloride along with the phosphorus acid. When alcohol reacts with PCl5, forms alkyl chloride, forms the POCl3, phosphonyl chloride. When alcohol reacts with thionyl chloride, forms the alkyl chloride along with the sulfur dioxide. This is also one of the chemical property. Okay, here carbon oxygen bond break. Then in continuation, we will see the one more important chemical property, dehydration. What is the meaning of dehydration? Dehydration means removal of water is called dehydration. Removal of water from the molecule be called as dehydration. Concentrate sulfuric acid, anhydrous zinc chloride, phosphorus pentoxide, anhydrous aluminium trioxide, H3PO4 phosphoric acid, 85% phosphoric acid. Okay, here 15% phosphoric acids are used as dehydrating agents. Okay, so one of important chemical property, dehydration. Dehydration means removal of water. Removal of water. Okay, just I am taking one simple reaction. Here alcohol, here OH, here H, in presence of dehydrating agent. I said, what are dehydrating agent? Concentrate sulfuric acid, phosphoric acid, anhydrous zinc chloride, aluminium trioxide, and phosphorus pentoxide. Okay, all these are acts as a dehydrating agent. Remove water like this. This is the one beta elimination reaction. Remove the water molecule from the two adjacent carbon atoms. It's a beta elimination. It is a beta elimination reaction. What happened? Okay, here alkenes were formed. Finally, we'll get the alkenes. Finally, we'll get the alkenes. Okay, here I am writing one reaction with the ethyl alcohol. I am taking ethyl alcohol, CH3. CH3 may be written like this: CH2H, CH2OH. This is ethyl alcohol. When ethyl alcohol involves in dehydration, first I am writing ethyl alcohol. After that, we'll see one more. Okay, dehydration of ethyl alcohol. That means remove water molecule. Okay, remove water molecule in the presence of concentrate sulfuric acid at 140 degrees centigrade temperature. Okay, in NCERT we have 443 Kelvin temperature or 170 degrees centigrade temperature or 443 Kelvin temperature. Dehydration reaction takes place. Okay, in presence of anhydrous aluminium trioxide, Al2O3, we called as anhydrous aluminium trioxide. 350 degrees centigrade temperature. At 350 degrees centigrade temperature, dehydration reaction takes place. Okay, anhydrous zinc chloride. It is also dehydrating agent. Okay, 250 degrees centigrade temperature. At 250 degrees centigrade temperature, dehydration reaction takes place. Phosphorus pentoxide. In presence of phosphorus pentoxide, it also undergoes dehydration. Okay, H3PO4. 90% H3PO4. 90% H3PO4. Okay, in presence of 90% phosphoric acid. Okay, these reactions will take place. That means a dehydration reaction takes place, forms only one molecule, that is ethene. Okay, this is the dehydration of ethyl alcohol. The dehydration of ethyl alcohol, okay, in the presence of concentrated sulfuric acid or any dehydrating agent, forms the ethene. Okay, then see the mechanism for this reaction in the presence of concentrated sulfuric acid. Okay, here what is the reaction? When ethyl alcohol reacts with concentrated sulfuric acid at 443 Kelvin, forms ethene. See the mechanism for this reaction. What is that reaction? Ethyl alcohol undergoes dehydration in the presence of concentrated sulfuric acid. I am writing once again reaction. Ethyl alcohol, CH3, CH2, OH. Okay, here in presence of concentrated sulfuric acid at 443 Kelvin temperature. It forms ethene by the loss of water molecule. This is the reaction. See the mechanism for this reaction. This reaction will finish in 3 steps. First, protonation of ethyl alcohol. First step, step 1, protonation of ethyl alcohol. Second step, formation of carbocation. Third step, formation of ethylene molecule by removing the proton. Okay, it involves in 3 steps. That means ethyl alcohol converts into ethene. Okay, in 3 steps. What is the first step? Protonation of ethyl alcohol. Protonation of ethyl alcohol. Protonation of ethyl alcohol means addition of proton to ethyl alcohol. Okay, CH3. I am writing here this molecule, ethyl alcohol. In ethyl alcohol, oxygen has lone pair of electron. Oxygen have lone pair of electron. It reacts with H plus ion. Where it H plus ion? This H plus ion produced from the sulfuric acid. When sulfuric acid undergoes decomposition, dissociation, it releases H plus ion. That H plus ion. Okay, here ethyl alcohol donate 1 electron towards the H plus ion. Here this H plus ion has vacant orbital and forms coordinate covalent bond between these O and H plus. O and H plus. Okay, here see CH3, CH2. We'll write like this. Oxygen donate 1 electron, so oxygen got plus. Okay, here OH2. This we call as protonated alcohol. This we called as protonated alcohol. This is the first step. Second step, formation of carbonium ion. Formation of carbonium ion. And one more thing, here all are the reversible reaction. First reaction is reversible, second reaction is reversible, third reaction also reversible. But first reaction, fast reaction. Okay, it is a fast reaction. Okay, second reaction, it is slow reaction. The rate of the reaction depends on second step. Okay, so second step is the rate determining step. Second step is rate determining step. What happened here? CH3, CH2, OH2 plus. Okay, here it is also reversible. It is slow reaction and it is RDS, rate determining step. Okay, it loses water molecule and forms carbonium ion. Okay, the dehydration depends on easy dehydration depends on formation of this carbocation. This carbocation is stable. The dehydration will finish fast. That means tertiary alcohol forms tertiary carbocation, secondary alcohol forms secondary carbocation, primary alcohol forms primary carbocation. In these 3 carbocations, tertiary carbocation is more stable than secondary. Secondary is more stable than primary. That's why tertiary alcohols involves in easy dehydration compared to the secondary. Secondary alcohols involves in easy dehydration compared to the primary alcohols. Okay, continuation we'll see the what is the dehydration of secondary and tertiary. Okay, third step, formation of ethene molecule or ethylene molecule, formation of ethene or ethylene molecule. Okay, here carbonium ion may be written like this. Here positive charge, here H, here H. Okay, here carbon deficient carbon is there. Positive charged carbon means electron deficient carbon. This carbonium ion stabilized by the taking the electron from adjacent atom. Which atom is there? Here only this carbon atom has extra. So this carbon hydrogen electrons are transferred towards electron deficient carbon atom and it is released as a H plus ion. What happened? Here we have CH2. Okay, here electron transferred. So we'll get the double bond and here CH2. Finally forms ethene molecule by the removing of H plus ion. Okay, this is about the mechanism. It's a very important question for 5 marks. It's a mechanism for the dehydration, removal of water. Okay, dehydration of ethyl alcohol. Dehydration of ethyl alcohol in presence of concentrated sulfuric acid at 443 Kelvin. This reaction will involves in 3 steps. First step, protonation of ethyl alcohol. Second step, formation of carbonium ion. Third step, formation of ethene. Okay, this is the dehydration of ethyl alcohol. Next in continuation, dehydration of secondary alcohols and tertiary alcohols. Dehydration of secondary alcohols and tertiary alcohols. Okay, secondary alcohols involves in dehydration and tertiary alcohols also involves in dehydration. But conditions are different. Here I am taking first secondary alcohol. Secondary alcohol means I am taking isopropyl alcohol. Isopropyl alcohol. It is a secondary alcohol. Okay. In presence of concentrated sulfuric acid it involves, but okay, in NCERT we have one specific 80% phosphoric acid. In NCERT they took 80% phosphoric acid at 440 Kelvin temperature. At 440 Kelvin temperature, it involves in dehydration, beta elimination. Here OH and here H. It lose the water molecule and form the CH double bond CH2 1 propene and form the 1 propene. And here this is the secondary alcohol. Okay, I am taking tertiary alcohol. CH3 OH. This is tertiary alcohol. Tertiary alcohols in presence of 15% phosphoric acid. Okay, 358 Kelvin temperature. Okay, it also involves in here H, here OH. Lose water molecule and forms tertiary butene. When tertiary alcohol converts into tertiary butene, this proceeds to tertiary carbonium ion. It is more stable. Secondary alcohol converts into 1 propene, proceeds through secondary carbocation. Ethyl alcohol converts into ethene, proceeds through primary carbocation. Tertiary more stable carbocation than secondary carbocation and primary carbocation. So the reactivity towards the dehydration of alcohol, 3 alcohols, tertiary is more than the secondary than the primary. Easy dehydration. We called easy dehydration of 3 alcohols. Tertiary more, secondary more than primary. What is the reason for this? Tertiary forms tertiary carbocation. Tertiary involves in dehydration through tertiary carbocation, that is more stable. Then compared to the secondary, tertiary is more stable. So tertiary easily involves in easy dehydration than secondary than primary. This is about the dehydration reaction. This is about the mechanism for the dehydration reaction and various reactions of dehydration reactions of alcohols, tertiary, secondary alcohols. In continuation, we will see some more chemical properties. Oxidation is there. We will see in continuation. Oxidation also used for the distribution of primary, secondary, tertiary